So check this, right? So a couple days ago, I went out to go see Batman with a couple of my friends, and despite it actually being a really good movie, something else happened that it pushed me over the edge. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's something snapped within me that I'd like to go into a little bit more detail today. So, as most of you probably already know by now, if you haven't watched Batman, I'm not gonna spoil anything, but it's a 3-hour movie. It's long as shit, and every second of that movie is worth it. That's not really what I'm here to discuss today. It's the fact that I think today I was changed into a man who's probably going to be waiting for movies to come to streaming platforms to watch them. And let me explain why. So a couple days ago, when I actually went to the movie theaters with my friends, it was an absolutely amazing experience, right? And I, for one, absolutely love going to movie theaters. The sound systems that they have, big ass screens, the audience reactions, everything about going to the movie theater and watching the movie itself is just so fantastic. I feel as though watching it on streaming services is doing yourself, no pun intended, a disservice. Like you have to go to the theaters and watch these, right? That's the way you're gonna get the most out of these kinds of movies. But I think Batman being as long as it was yesterday made it so much goddamn worse. So much worse. Let me give you an example, right? Let's just say this is our movie theater, right? And if me and one of my friends are sitting like right above here, right about like down here was like the group of really annoying kids that just wanted to make as much noise as humanly possible. What made it that much worse was that you could automatically, like without the shadow of a doubt, you knew they were teenagers because they, oh my God. And like, I don't want to sound like an old man, but they were just making some of the most annoying noises you have ever heard. Like, literally, in one of like the coolest scenes in the movie, which, like I said, I will not spoil, the dude literally just moans as loud as humanly possible. I'm like, oh my God, I can't. Not only that, but the dude was like singing like really freaking loudly, and like the whole group was just trying to be as obnoxious as possible. Why are people like this? And it's not just this one isolated incident that made me sort of switch over from like the movie theater guy to the streaming service guy. It's the fact that out of the last 7 times I've went to a movie theater, which is the same one coincidentally in where I live, out of the last 7 times I've went to a movie theater, there are 4 other incidents just like this. What makes it worse is that all 4 of them are in a row. All 4 of them. And I'm just like, why? It's funny. I watched Spider-Man, how many times? I think I watched Spider-Man like 3-4 times. There was that exact same group of people or that exact same guy and 3 of those 4 movie theaters I went to. And I'm like, why? Why do people do this? Why? Just it like, and you know what the funny thing about it is? I promise you, it's not just to watch Batman. It's just like, oh, we about to just fucking bother these niggas. Just go watch it at home. If that's the case, yell and scream and do all that shit at your house. And granted, I'm not talking about like natural reactions, like you're screaming or like you're laughing or you're yelling. Like that's different, right? Natural reactions to what's happening during the movie. But I'm just talking about like the most random shit. Like Batman is talking to one of the characters in the movie, and I just hear a loud ass moan in the background. Dude, this guy literally said the N-word like right in front of like a white couple, and I'm like, this is why niggas will never be free. This is why niggas will never be free. This is why black people can't have nice things. This is exactly the reason why. This is why people don't like us. This is why people don't like us. This is why niggas don't like us. Why you purchased a ticket just to walk in and cause commotion? You can do that anywhere else. A basketball court. There's a McDonald's across the street. There's just anywhere else. There are so many places that you can pick from to cause ruckus or commotion. But why pick the one place they ask you not to do that? The one place. One. And it was at that moment that I'm like, you know what, bro? It's just not worth it anymore. It's just not worth it. Like, from now on, I want to wait till streaming services hit up. This TV right here, in fact, you probably can't even see it. Let me lean it up. This is a TV, by the way. You see it? It's wonderful. So I'm just going to wait till all these movies that I want to see hit the streaming platforms. I'm going to just get my popcorn, get my water, and just this is where I'm going to watch it from now on. And it sucks because, like, this isn't the way movies are supposed to be experienced. They're supposed to be experienced with people, with a crowd. That's how that's why they call it movie theaters. But yesterday I was contemplating it, right? Because I saw them when I was walking out with one of my friends that I sat next to. I saw them right there. I'm like, these are the type of people, right? That, man, if you say anything, it doesn't matter, bro. And the fact that because there are no security guards around, they're not gonna get punished for it. But they ruined almost everybody else's experience. There were people behind me literally commenting on it. I'm like, I could get up and say something, but if I argue with them and they argue with me, that means I'm ruining everybody's experience. I could do shit, bro. And so in turn, from now on, I'm good. I don't think I've been that mad in like so long. Like, if you ask most of my friends, I'm like genuinely a very chill person. Like, I was just so heated. I was just so mad. And there's nothing I could do about it too, because like, it's a movie theater. If I do anything about it, like, I'm literally no better than them. And it was the Batman. What made it 10 times worse was the fact that I would love to go back and see it, but I'm not, for 2 reasons. Number one, it's more than likely this is going to happen again. And number 2, it's a 3-hour movie. It's a 3-hour movie. I don't want to go back and waste another, well, not really waste, but watch another 3-hour Batman movie. And because the movie was so long, they had more opportunities to be able to enact this dumb shit. All I ask, literally all I ask from people who watch this, I don't know how many people it will be. It could be 1. It could be knowing Instagram's algorithm. Lord only knows. When you go to the movie theaters, turn off your phone, and if you're not, put all your shit on mute. Turn that brightness all the way down. If you take a picture, you're getting punched. Anything that happens to you when you interrupt a movie is all your fault. You laugh too loud, someone turns around, hits you with a right, and you wake up in a hospital. Look, that's on you. Hey, it is what it is. And you know what's so funny too, bro? You know what's so funny? That I remember all the movies vividly. All the movies that I went to that was ruined by a dickhead, right? It was A Quiet Place Part 2. I love that movie. Funny enough, when I went to go see it 2 times, both of those times I got the movie ruined for me. It was Spider-Man, and I believe the 3 times that I went to go see it. The Batman, this last one. I'm just like, why? Why do you people do this? Why? And I literally had like a whole meltdown yesterday. I sat in my bed right over. That's not my bed. This bed right here. And I thought to myself, like, was I this way when I was a teenager? Like, was I just this goddamn insufferable? Like, is this the reason why everyone hates teenagers? Like, I'll be on, like, I'll just walk past like a group of teenagers and I just think to myself, oh god, you really are a waste of human life. Like, you're a waste of oxygen to go and deliberately go into a venue or arena with people who Lord only knows what their life is like, to come to a place and enjoy a movie, and for you to deliberately think to yourself, I'm about to ruin it. It's all starting to make sense. All the pieces are starting to fall into place. It's connecting all in my mind. Like, this is the reason why nobody likes y'all. This is the reason why no one liked y'all. I went from talking about movies to like just talking about my undying hatred. I think today was the day. This is my villain origin story. This is it. Some kid really just ruined the Batman for me, and I might actually become the Batman.